Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayshawn, and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. You already know your girl is back with another video. Based on the title, you know exactly what I'm about to talk about. Y'all, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Kayshawn with 3 E's. Y'all, we're gonna talk about a few noise issues, right? So I didn't realize when I leave my heat on that like when it turned on, it picks up on the mic. So now I'm turning like my heat off when I record. So I'm willing to be cold for y'all. Y'all know I live in Michigan, okay? So that's why if you hear like changes like in the sound, like sometimes it'll sound like a little muffled, it's because my vent is literally right over me and it'll blow out. And then it'll turn off so you don't hear it no more. So I just turned it completely off. Yeah, my neighbors have a dog, and to be honest, when they go to work, I think they leave that dog like in a cage all day. Don't be telling me to call no animal control, y'all. I mind my business, okay? And this is just me assuming, like, I don't know if they be home or not, but that dog always barking, okay? And I'm getting fucking sick of it. He bark all day, so it's not even like if I do this video a little bit later. I shouldn't have to do this video later. Shit, I should be able to get up and work. But if you hear that dog barking, it is not my sweet Dash, okay? It's that dog next door. He be barking all the time. So, now that we got that out the way, y'all, without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Let's go. Alright, y'all, so boom, even though this is a Talk About It Thursday, I know you guys are so excited. I do got the burn book with me, okay? Y'all been asking me to bring back Talk About It Thursdays for the longest, and here is one, okay? I be needing things to talk about, so y'all know I'm not really like caught up with whatever trending and whatever is going on, because y'all know I like to mind my business. So y'all have to give me like general topics to talk about, and make sure you kind of check out my other ones. That way you'll know, like, we're not about to keep talking about 50-50, like we're not about to keep talking about certain stuff, but like general things. Like, leave some suggestions or comments down below of things that I could talk about, because that's why sometimes y'all don't get them every Thursday, because I just don't be knowing what to talk about. Anyways, we got some topics today, so we're gonna hop right into it. Y'all know, if this is y'all first Talk About It Thursday, that I normally do valid or invalid, meaning like valid, I kind of agree or I see where people coming from, or it's invalid to me. As always, these are just my opinions. Y'all can feel how y'all feel. We can respectfully disagree in the comments. It's not a big deal. It is what it is, okay? Y'all, so first on the list, okay, and I have been seeing this recently. I seen it on Facebook and people was talking about it, but I just want to know how y'all feel about this. Women proposing to a man. Now, I know this is like kind of really taboo to a lot of people, and it's definitely taboo to me, y'all. I'm not getting on my knee proposing to no man. But I just want to know how you guys really feel about that. Do you feel like there's anything wrong with women proposing to men? For example, if y'all used to watch Love and Hip Hop back in the day, y'all know Chrissy had proposed to Jim Jones. Like, how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like that is just supposed to be strictly for a guy? Unless you're in a lesbian relationship, then, you know, of course it's different for you guys. But I'm just talking about strictly heterosexual relationship, man and female. Do you think it's okay? Because I know if you're a lesbian, or both you guys are women or identify as women, of course if you two want to get married, you know, one of you guys will have to do it. But if you're in a male and female relationship, do you feel like that's strictly for the man? Now, it's crazy because if you are a lesbian, do you feel like because if you was in a relationship, you will propose, that it is okay for women to propose to men? Like, how do y'all feel about that? Because I seen the video that was surfacing on Facebook where a woman had proposed to her man, and the comments was like eating his ass up, saying like men are too sassy, men want princess treatment all of a sudden, and just like saying all these crazy things, like women are taking on the more masculine roles and things like that. So I just want to know, like, what is the problem with women proposing to men? Now, me personally, I just feel like men, we already mature faster than most men. All of them, if you really ask me. But we already mature faster than them. I feel like them deciding to get on one knee and propose show that they are ready to be committed to that woman. And you know, most times, not all the times, but a lot of women are ready to be married. A lot of women want to get married. A lot of men don't. So I feel like for them to take it upon themselves to like go shopping for a ring, like plan out this whole proposal, and really for a man to decide like you are the woman I want to spend the rest of my life with, I feel like I would want my man to do that. Because half the time, like I said, us women, we know how to be faithful. I'm not saying women don't cheat. Black women don't cheat though. But I'm just saying, of course, I'm not saying women don't cheat, so we're not going to act like they don't. But I just feel like men proposing to women just symbolize that they are ready to be committed. Now, we all know that down the line, the marriage cannot work out. Who cares? We're not even touching on that. But just for you to get down on one knee and tell me like, I'm the love of your life and you want to be with me, I want that to come from my man. Like, I don't want to, because a lot of time, women are ready before men. So it's just like, we be already ready. But imagine if we ready and our man not ready and we propose to him and he like reject us. Even though I know the women can like reject the man too. But I'm just talking about what's most likely to happen. Most likely women are ready. I know he's shaking the table. He's shaking my camera. It's saying most likely women are ready to get married before a man in most cases. So when they get down on that knee, it's just like, it solidifies it for me. So imagine me proposing to my man and my man just like, who said I want to get married? Even though it can go both ways, but I just feel like I just do not see myself getting down on one knee. Like, I am not getting down on one knee in front of my guy, in front of the world, in front of people, his friends, or even in the fucking safety of our own home and proposing to no man. Like, baby, that is your job. You lock me down when you ready to lock me down, baby. I am not proposing to you, love. Like, I cannot. I cannot. But I do want to know, is it something you would do if you are a woman out there? Because y'all know I'm always open. I am not stubborn in my opinion. Like, if you sway me, if you persuade me to feel differently, like, I will change my thought process. But if you are a woman out there and you would propose to your man, like, comment down below and let me know why. Like, what would possess you to want to get down on one knee? Like, where does that come from? Are you just like, hey, my man dragging his feet, so I'ma just do it? And if you do propose to your man, do you feel any way of like, do you ever think like, what if this is something he didn't want, like, or you took something that was supposed to be for him? Like, what is the whole thought process as a woman for you to say, I'm about to go pick out a ring and I'm about to propose to this man? Like, what's going on in the noggin? Like, I kind of have to know. Y'all, this dog is barking and it's driving me nuts, so I'm so sorry if y'all can hear that, but I gotta get this work done, okay? Also, I want to know, like, as a woman, do you still get out on one knee? Like, do you get down on one knee in front of your man and propose to him and like say, will you marry me? And if that's the case, is the man gonna take your last name? Because baby, if you doing all the man work and all of that stuff, is he gonna take your last name? At this point, he might as well be the fucking bride and you be the girl. So I was playing. But listen, I just don't. I do have some traditional values and some I can have like a little leeway on, but proposing is just probably like not one of those things that like I really want to. Like, if I was in a relationship or if I was talking to a guy and the guy was like, I would want you to propose to me, like, that is a deal breaker. Like, I'm leaving him because ain't no way, baby. Like, are you gonna get pregnant and have the baby for me then? Like, no, stick to your job, sir. Like, that's your job. In my head, that's a man's job. Like, I don't want that. I'm not one of those women that want to take the man's job away. I'm not here saying, oh my God, yeah, treat us equally. I know y'all like the equal rights, and shout out to y'all. But baby, I don't want to be treated as equal as the man. I don't want to be out there changing no tires, filling up no oil. I don't want to pay no bills. Listen, if they got to get paid more so they can pay all these bills, I'm okay with that. So now let me stop for y'all. Be like, okay, you don't want women to have equality. Listen, I didn't ask to work, baby. I would have been okay with not working and standing up in the house cooking a couple meals. I'm going to just stop. Let me stop for y'all come for me. But anyway, so yes, I posed the question, is it okay for women to propose to a man? And of course, I'm going to say invalid. Like, baby, I'm not proposing to no man. I'm just not doing that. But if you feel like it's valid, let me know in the comments below because your girl got to know. Okay, next topic. Topic number 2. This has been going on all over TikTok. If you follow Sarah B. Snacking, I believe that's her TikTok. I like her. She was the one who she got pretty popular on TikTok for marrying an Indian man that worked at a gas station. And I'm not gonna lie, like, she do a lot of wig reviews. Well, she's a wig influencer, and I really like her personality. I really like her vibe, so I do follow her on TikTok. I don't follow her on Instagram though, so I'm not sure. I think her Instagram is made for Paris though, so go check her out. But recently it blew up all over social media or on TikTok. It was everywhere for where I could see. Her and her man or her and her husband are getting a divorce because, okay, before I say why, Sarah did come back on TikTok and clear it up and said that whoever spreaded this, it was a lie. But I still want to talk about the topic as if, because it's somebody's truth. But Sarah did come back and say that it was a lie. So originally, everybody was saying the reason why they were getting a divorce because, like I said, her husband works at a gas station. And we all know how wig influencers or social media influencers, like we already know how that coin could be. So at first they said that they were getting divorced because he could not handle a woman who was more financially stable or who was independent and made way more money than him. That was the lie though, y'all, but that's what circulated. But like I said, Sarah came back and cleared it up and said like they just wasn't working out or whatever the reason was. I'm not really here to get into her tea, but if you ever see this video, girl, shout out to you. I'm praying for you and I'm wishing nothing but the best. But like you said, I think she's only 22 years old, y'all, so you are young, baby. You ain't got no kids and you live and learn, but I'm sure nobody wants to go through a divorce. So yes, boo, sending your love your way just in case you see it. But even if you don't, shit, somebody can send it to her, I don't know. But anyway, so I just want to talk about that because like I said, because it started resurfacing everywhere. It was on Facebook and people were talking about how this is a serious thing. Like some men would want to leave their woman once they start making more money, or it makes them insecure. Now I want to know, without putting my business out there on the streets for real, me and my friends that have the same career path, we talk about this all the time. Like when you're on, let's just keep it a buck. Anything social media, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, wig influencers, all of that. Let's just call a spade a spade. You are liable to make a lot of money, okay? A lot of people, I think DDG said this before too, like YouTubers are making more money than even the rappers. It's a lot of money in social media, okay? With that being said, if you meet a regular guy, I'm speaking for a woman, if you meet a regular guy that's working a 9 to 5 or just doing a regular job, in most cases, you will more likely make more money than him because you can post a video and make $10,000 off one video, okay? He go to work, he getting a regular paycheck. Now, nobody is better than the next person. It's just the way social media is. So I be feeling like, and this is going to kind of tap back into like the 50-50 question or whatever, but we're not going to touch too much on that. For me personally, if I choose to be with a man that works a 9 to 5, have a good job and stuff like that, if I'm making triple the amount of money than him, I am not going to be like, oh, you have to pay all the bills. Granted, like I said, I'm repeating myself because I said this before, but just in case, we got new people. If my man wants to pay all the bills, I am not going to fight him on that. But if I know I'm making, let's just throw a number out there. If I'm making $30K a month, you think I'm going to just sit and let my man, especially if I chose to be with somebody that works a 9 to 5, you think I'm going to sit and let my man pay all the bills when I got $30K in a month? I just move my hair up here because he keeps sitting on it. But you think I'm going to let my man pay all the bills when I'm making $30K a month, and let's say he made $5K a month? Because with 9 to 5s, you getting paid every week or whatever, like you can make 5, 6, I don't really know, but let's say $5K a month. If my man is making $5K a month and I'm making $30K a month, knowing that we have 2 different jobs, you think, like, if you are a millionaire, you think a millionaire is gonna be mad if her husband asks her for a couple dollars? No. Why? Because you got money to spare. You got money. So when you have money, you're not thinking of it like, why is my man asking me to help him pay the bills at a house that I stay at? That don't even make sense. Like, you want to be mad because your man is asking you to pitch in at a place where you live at and where you're at most of the time, because half the time y'all be working from home. He out in the field. So you mad because that man wants you to help with bills that you stay at home all day. You probably the main one using up all the lights, the Wi-Fi, everything, and you get mad when that man asks you to put a couple dollars on the bill. Like, no, I feel like only broke people be mad at having to help with the rent. But me personally, I'm not about to watch my man make 5,000, I make 30K, and then I just don't help. Now if he can have it on his own, like if he can pay the bill on his own, great. But if he need help, or if I just feel like, fuck if he need help, if I feel like, why not? I'm making 30K, you think, why wouldn't I help on the bill? That's just me personally. Now a lot of y'all might feel like, well, I wouldn't date nobody with 9 to 5. Well, that's just you. Because a lot of times, unless you are a owner of a company, a CEO, most of the jobs that make a lot of money, besides like lawyers and doctors and stuff, have to do with social media. And then y'all will turn around and be like, why is my nigga on TikTok? Because I'm one of those. Like, my dude don't need to be on TikTok shaking his hips. I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. Me personally, I just don't want my guy on there shaking his hips, doing the TikTok dance and stuff. I don't really want that. I want a man that's really in the field, but that's just me. So if most of the jobs that make all of this money, most people feel like are for women, then how are guys supposed to make money? They just supposed to be a lawyer. They all supposed to be lawyers and judges and stuff. What if they just simply want a 9 to 5? They supposed to go to college for all these years so that way they can be a lawyer and a doctor. But you don't get to go to college. You get to post a video and make all this money. And y'all think that's fair? Now I know guys can do YouTube and stuff, but a lot of times if you're not a gamer, it's not a lot of money. Like, most guys don't want to vlog. Like, they don't want to put everybody in their business. I'm saying most guys, not all. If you do it, that's fine. But every guy, especially the hood niggas, they don't want to vlog and carry around a camera and stuff and have everybody in their business. Every guy don't like to play games. So it's like, most of the time they have to work a 9 to 5 unless they come out with a clothing company and everybody doing that. Like, I just think it's harder for the guys to make a whole bunch of money. And correct me if I'm wrong, because like I said, y'all know I don't think I'm right about everything. I'm not saying my word is valid, so that's why we opening up this discussion. Can you get off my backdrop? But that's why we opening up this discussion, just so that way either y'all can educate me or I can educate y'all, and we all can give or take from what I'm talking about. But I say all of that to say, like, if you are a woman and you making more money, if your man wants you to help. Now, I'm not talking about the ones that pay all the bills and they want to pay all the bills. If you are making more money and your man asks you to help, would there be something wrong with that? If you are making more, do you help more? Do you help more out with the bills, the groceries, etc., etc.? Or do you just feel like, oh, he the man, he supposed to take everything while I sit on my 30K and keep stacking up my bank account, and I'm letting him use all his money to pay all the bills, but meanwhile, I'm stacking up? Like, how does that work? This is the thing on the flip side. I don't think it's right for men to be like insecure about a woman making more money. Now, y'all should be able to sit down and have a discussion and talk about how the finances is going to be. But do y'all feel like it's right for men to be insecure to the point like of divorce? Say y'all were married and you started making more money. Would you feel like it's okay for your man to want to divorce you because now you're making more money? Because I understand that it's like a masculine thing. Like, they want to feel like they the man, they daddy, they this and that. And it's like, if you making 30K and they making 5K, do that make them feel like insecure about themselves? Does that make them feel like, how am I the man of the house when you making more money? Like, is it okay for them to feel like that? Is it okay for them to be able to divorce like they woman because of that? It's kind of like, does it make you less of a man if you make less? I'm kind of asking y'all, like, does it make them less of a man because they making less? Like, how would you feel about that if you and your husband got married, he was making more of the money, and then throughout the marriage you found a good job that you like and you started making more? What if he wanted to divorce you? Because it's like, baby, I'm the man, why are you making more than me? Would that be okay? Me personally, I feel like everybody should be able to have their preference. Yeah, when you get married, you supposed to stick with them through thick and thin. And, when you marry, you supposed to feel like your money is my money is your money. But I also feel like if it's messing with his confidence and stuff, the same way that if your husband was to like lose a job, I just feel like it's all about preference. The same way women feel like they want a man with money and they want a man that got their shit together and make all this money so they can pay all the bills. I feel like it should be okay for men to say, I want a woman that makes less than me because I want to be the breadwinner. Because how is it okay for women to say they want a man with a lot of money, but it's not okay for men to say, I want a woman with lesser money than me? And I know y'all gonna try to say, well, that's because the man want to control you. Well, don't you want to control the man? Because you telling him what his requirements is that he got to work hard, go to work every day and make all this money, but you don't want him to tell you when you stay at home and you not make no money. And I understand we need money to survive, so it's like, well, you know what we do there. But if we're gonna talk about preference, we have to be fair. Like, we can't just say, oh, women can have a preference of a rich nigga, but niggas can't have a preference of a woman that just need to be a stay-at-home mom. Like, it gotta work both ways. You get what I'm saying? I just feel like I said, before marriage, a lot of conversations need to be had. You and your man need to discuss finances. Hey, babe, if I ever make more money than you, how is that gonna make you feel? Are you gonna be secure enough? Because that's a conversation I have to have, because the position that I'm in when I do YouTube, I am in a position where I can make more than a typical 9-to-5er. So it might be, if I chose to be with a man that has a 9-to-5, I might be in a situation where I make more money than him. So we will have that discussion before we even get together. And it has to be something that he's willing to be okay with. Because it's nothing that I can do. Like, and also I have another question. Like, if you end up making more money than your man and your man voiced that he doesn't like that, are you willing to take a job with lesser pay? Like, just to, make your husband happy? Or like, and when I mean lesser pay, I don't mean that y'all gonna be poor or living check to check. Like, if your man can afford to take care of y'all with his job alone, are you willing to take a job that's lesser pay because you don't absolutely need the money? Like, I wonder, that's a question for y'all too. Are y'all willing to do that? But yeah, like I said, I might be in this position where I am making more money than my man, and he's just gonna have to kind of be okay with that, because I'm not gonna quit YouTube, or I'm not gonna make him start a YouTube channel that way he can get more money than me. Listen, it just is what it is. The money is gonna flow in, and if you're my husband, our money, like I said, you got your money, I got my money, and we still gonna come together to be a family. Because what's the point of joining? What's the point of the commitment and collaging y'all families if y'all still gonna be a my, this is my money, this is me? What's the point of having a family? What's the point of getting married? Y'all need to stay boyfriend and girlfriend if you want to just have my money. When you get married, y'all join everything together. I'm not saying you can't have a little separate bank account on the side, but like, when you get married, I just feel like you give up the I's for we's, and you give up the me's for we's and all that other stuff. But I just wonder, like, I know girlfriend and boyfriend is different, but when you're married, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, is it ever okay for a man to be upset about their woman making more money? And I'm going to say it's valid. I'm not saying that I 100% agree or that it's not nothing wrong with it. But if I'm thinking about from a man perspective, I think that it is valid for them to be upset. If you came into this relationship and they were the breadwinner and they felt like they want traditional values and they want the man to take care of the household, and you kind of agree with that, and then in the middle of the relationship you start making more money, I do feel like that is something that they could be upset about. Because, like, you don't get to do like a bait and switch a little bit. And of course y'all thinking of it like, well, she's making more money, good for herself, she's being independent. I love that. For as an individual, I love that for women to be able to make more money and make a lot of money and not need no nigga for nothing. I understand that, because I'm a woman and I'm always be independent. So don't get me wrong. I don't want y'all for one second to think that I'm bashing women who make more money than men. No. I'm just talking about from a male perspective. Can I see where they will be upset about that at? Yes. I'm not saying we wrong, women. If you want to make more money than your nigga, kudos to y'all. I love that for us. We doing our damn thing out here. But I do still see where the man is coming from. If I agree to be the breadwinner, if I agree to be the man of this house, and you agree to like stay at home, not work, and then all of a sudden you flip that, yeah, that is a conversation. Because how would y'all like if a man agreed to do something and then in the middle of the marriage he flip that? It still will have to be a discussion, and he still should be able to be mad. So let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Like I said, this is just my opinion. I be having to reiterate because y'all be trying to go a little too hard. This is just my opinion, and I'm open for discussion to see where y'all stand in situations like this. Y'all, before I go to, because I want to know, should I start doing Talk About It Thursdays kind of like on movies? Because like I'm going to do one, for example, in this Talk About It Thursday. Did y'all see Acrimony? Not the second one that I think came out or is about to come out. Acrimony by Tyler Perry that starred Taraji P. Henson. I love it. I love you, Taraji. Yes, girl. I love that. You know how, if you have seen it, or if you haven't, maybe go check out the movie. But you know, if you have seen it, you know how a lot of people were either on Taraji's side or against Taraji. I forgot what was her name in the movie, so I'm going to just say Taraji. But some people was against her. Some people agreed with her. You got to watch the movie to know what I'm talking about. But I just want to start throwing them in to Talk About It Thursdays because I thought that it was interesting. So if you have seen the movie, quick, just real quick, the movie basically was about, you know, two people, they got together, man and a woman, they got together, they've been knowing each other since they was young. Basically, the male, I forgot his name too, I'm gonna just say the boyfriend or whatever, I forgot if they was married or not, I don't care. The boyfriend, like, he really was trying to follow his dreams and invent, like, this piece that will do something. I forgot, y'all. But basically, he was trying to invent something, and for years and years and years, he was broke, not really making no money. Taraji was holding down the household. I mean, she was working every day. Meanwhile, he at home trying to get his invention to work out and da-da-da. But he been broke for years, okay? Now, Taraji was getting fed up because it's like, baby, I'm working. I'm tired of working. I'm the breadwinner. I'm the only one bringing in all this money. You're broke. You're not doing nothing. I'm about to lose the house. It's a lot of shit going on, right? It was so much going on that, like, after so long of him being broke and only worried about this invention and not having no job, not making no money, Taraji like, you know what, hey, I'm sick of it. You gotta go, baby. You're broke. I'm tired. It's too much going on. I want you up out of here. And then at the same time, it came up, like, I think she had found, like, a girl's wallet in his car and thought he was cheating, but he really wasn't cheating, y'all. But she was just fed up. She like, you broke. I think you're cheating. Nah, you can't be broke and cheating at the same time, baby. You gotta go. So anyways, they break up, right? They break up, and next thing you know, like, his invention end up working out or whatever. He end up getting, like, I cannot tell y'all the amount, but it was like a huge amount, $1 million deal, okay? Millions, not a million, like 1 million, like I gotta look it up now. Okay, I had to look it up just to make sure. His invention ended up working out. He ended up giving a $75 million deal, right? Okay, so he get his deal. So a lot of people feel like, okay, now that you got the $75 million, mind you, at this point, the boy name was Robert. I done looked it up. The boyfriend name was Robert. At this point, Robert kind of like moved on. He talking to this new girl. So he was like, okay, I know Taraji been holding me down. So he ended up giving Taraji a $10 million check, right? I know I gotta wait for it to stop shaking. He ended up giving Taraji a $10 million check, right? Even though he made $75 million. So a lot of people was on Taraji's side because Taraji was mad. Like, she felt like everything, you know, she deserved more because she held him down for all these years and he never had no money. So a lot of people was justifying Taraji being upset and mad and wanting more. But a lot of people were saying, like, well, y'all broke up. You left him. So whatever happens, it don't matter if you built that man all the way up here. Once y'all broke up, whatever man he is, that don't have nothing to do with you no more. And I'm kind of on that side. So really my question is, are y'all team Taraji or is y'all team Robert? Me personally, I'm team Robert. Like, would you be upset if you held a nigga down for 10 years? Let's just say 10 years he ain't had no job. He was broke. He was just trying to follow his dreams, but his dreams weren't making no money. And the minute y'all broke up, he ended up becoming a millionaire. Do you feel like you owed something? Or do you feel like, hey, you missed your wave? Me personally, I'm not saying Taraji couldn't be mad, but I feel like she would be a fool to think that that man owed her something. You chose to hold that broke ass nigga down for 10 years. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but that was your choice. If you choose to hold him down for 10 years and on his 11 years he make money, but on the 10th year y'all broke up, that has nothing to do with you. Imagine a nigga holding you down. Imagine I ain't got no job and I'm being with my nigga. I'm broke. I ain't making no money, no nothing. And he held me down. And on the 10th year, he like, Kay, you gotta go. You broke. You ain't making no money. You're not cooking. You're not cleaning. You're not doing nothing. And then we break up. I go out there and I found a job and I'm making all this money. You think I owe my ex dude something because he held me down when I was down? Absolutely not. He was already being nice by even giving her a $10 million check. I don't care if y'all feel like what's 10 million to 75 million. It's more than she had before, and it's not her money. So really, he could have went off and not gave her nothing. So I want to start having like movie topics, every blue moon or whatever. I just feel like, is y'all team Taraji or team Robert? I'm definitely team Robert. And I love my women, don't get me wrong, but if you leave a man, once you leave him, whatever he do after that has nothing to do with you. Maybe you should have held him down to that 11th or 12th year, and then you would have been able to reap from the benefits, but you didn't. You gave up on him, and I'm not saying she even wrong, because I wouldn't be holding no broke nigga down for no 10 years, but that's just me, okay? But you gave up on it. You broke up. You thought he was cheating. You thought all this stuff was going on that wasn't even going on. And now you mad that without you, he started making money. That you have no rights to that money. You have no rights. You can't feel like, well, I held you down. I did this. Like, you owe me. Nobody owe you nothing in this world, baby. They don't. That's why you either do stuff at the kindness of your heart or you don't do it at all. Because if you was able to build that nigga up to be a great nigga, then good job for you. But if you feel like you was only doing that so he could benefit you, well then you shouldn't have did it at all. Because you never know. Niggas can leave you. Women can leave you. Anything can happen. So that's why you do what you feel is right in your heart. If you feel like it was right for you to hold him down until he get on his feet, then good for you. But if you also feel like I would never do that, then don't do that. Like, don't hold no broke nigga down, because you just never know. But I don't think Robert was to blame, y'all. Like, I'm so sorry. She was not obligated to that money. That money did not have her name on it. And I know you mad because you didn't hold him down for 10 years and now another bitch is reaping your benefits and stuff. But it's like, you broke up with him. How you gonna leave him and then be mad that he better off? That's not, like, that ain't his fault. So either you wait it out or you hit ghost. But I'm definitely team Robert. Like, so let me know what y'all think about the Acrimony movie. Either go watch it first, or if you already watched it, let me know. But yes, y'all, that is the end of my Talk About It Thursday. I hope you guys really enjoy it. Like I said, let's keep the comments respectful. If you disagree, that's fine. We're all adults, or we all should be adults. We should be able to disagree respectfully, and we can go from there. But we got to be respectful, y'all. We have to. But let me know what you think about these topics in the comments below. And like I said, leave some suggestions or even movies or whatever if you have some. But y'all already know. Until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Peace.